Foundations of Math 2, Unit 4, multiplying polynomials. We're going to start with multiplying a monomial, which is one term, and a binomial. When something's outside the parentheses like this, you distribute it to both pieces. 6v times 2v, 6 times 2 is 12. V times v, multiply like bases, add exponents, is v squared. And 6v times 3, 6 times 3 is 18. And we only have the 1v. The next one, negative 4 times v is negative 4v. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. When you have two binomials, you have to do what is called FOIL. You multiply the first, outer, inner, and the last. So the first two together, the outer two together, the inner two together, and the last two together. So 8p times 6p is 48p squared. 8p times 2 is 16p. Negative 2 times 6p is negative 12p. And negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. The only difference in this and the one before is you're going to combine your like terms. You have 48p squared. 16 minus 12 is 4p minus 4. And that is your answer. With the next one, 6p times 5p, 30p squared. 6p times negative 8, negative 48p. 8p times 5, or 8 times 5p is 40p. And 8 times negative 8 is negative 64. Combine your like terms. 30p squared minus 8p minus 64. Be careful, this is not equal to 16p squared, sorry, that's a 16p squared plus 1. Not equal to that, that is wrong. You have to FOIL it out just like the other two. So please just go ahead and write it as two binomials because that's what you're doing. Then you're going to distribute. Somebody will do this, so please pay attention and don't do that. You get 16p squared minus 4p minus 4p plus 1. Combine your like terms, 16p squared minus 8p plus 1. The next one, 35x squared plus 42x minus 30x minus 36. Combine your like terms, 35x squared plus 12x minus 36. Now we have a binomial and a trinomial. The only difference is you're just going to take each one to all three. So I'll just take this one here and multiply it by all three and just do the same thing. So 4a times 6a squared is 24a cubed. Multiply like bases, add exponents. 4a times negative a is negative 4a squared. 4a times 2 is 8a. Now I have to take my 2 in. 2 times 6a squared, 12a squared. 2 times negative a is negative 2a. And 2 times 2 is 4. Now I'm just combining all of my like terms. I only have the one a cubed term. 4a squared plus, negative 4a squared plus 12a squared is 8a squared. 8a minus 2a is 6a, and then plus 4. When you have two trinomials, you're doing the same thing you're doing here, you're just doing it with one more term. A lot of people like to do it in a box. So we have 6n squared minus 6n minus 5 and 7n squared plus 6n minus 5. A lot of people like to multiply it this way, and that might be a good way for you to keep up and organize. And you can do that with any type and then combine your like terms that way. 7 times 6 is 42. N squared times n squared is n to the fourth. 7 times negative 6n is negative 42n cubed. 7 times negative 5 is negative 35n squared. 6n times 6n squared is 36n cubed. 6n times negative 6n is negative 36n squared. 6n times negative 5 is negative 30n. 6n squared times negative 5 is negative 30n squared. Negative 6n times negative 5 is positive 30n. And negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Then you just want to combine your like terms. You have 42 into the fourth. My n cubes are here, so I have 36 minus 42, which is negative 6n cubed. My n squared is negative 30 minus 36 minus 35 is negative 101n squared. And then my n's, those cancel, positive 30 and negative 30. And then my 25, my positive 25. Just a couple more on the back. I'll show you how you can do the box method with this. If you have 7r squared, negative 6r, and negative 6, and you have 2r minus 4, do it like this. 7r squared times 2r is 14r cubed. 7r squared times negative 4 is negative 28r squared. Negative 6r times 2r is negative 2r squared. Negative 6r times negative 4 is 24r. Negative 6 times 2r is negative 12r. And negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. Then combine your like terms, you have 14r cubed. 12r squared and negative 28r squared is negative 40r squared. Negative 12 and 24 is positive 12r, and then plus the 24. So if you like this, please continue to do it that way, or you can do the distributing. 7k times k squared is 7k cubed. Then you get negative 14k squared, taking your 7k in, and 49k. Taking your negative 3 in, negative 3k squared, plus 6k minus 21. Combine your like terms, 7k cubed. Negative 14 minus 3 is negative 17k squared. 49 plus 6 is 55k, and then minus 21. Again, I'm going to take, when you're multiplying this and you don't use the box, you can just take it and move it this direction. It does not have to be left to right. You can go right to left. The commutative property of multiplication says it doesn't matter the order. So I'm going to multiply. I'll take my 2 in. So I have 2n cubed, 12n squared, negative 8n. Take my negative 4n, negative 4n squared, negative 24n, and 16. Combine my like terms, 2n cubed, 12n squared minus 4n squared is 8n squared. Negative 8n minus 24n is negative 32n, and then 16. And then my last one, I'm going to go ahead and do the box again. M squared minus 7m minus 6, and 7m squared minus 3m minus 7. All right, so I get 7m to the fourth, negative 3m cubed, negative 7m squared, negative 49m cubed, 21m squared, and 49m, negative 42m squared, 18m, and 42. Combine your like terms, 7m to the 4th, negative 52m cubed, negative 42 plus 21 minus 7 is negative 28m squared. 49 plus 18 is 67m, and then plus 42.